Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DCUO Sourcecast. I am, of course, Trex, and alongside me tonight, we have Super Patriot.
What's up, everybody?
And we have Brittany.
Hello.
Track is out sick tonight. We wish him best of health. So if everyone can, in chat, just send him some nice, like, hey, do your thing. Don't throw up everywhere.
Send him some antibiotics.
Yeah, because that could be a thing in the future. It'll be great. So I'm actually feeling a lot better. I at least have energy. My throat still hurts. My nose is a little stuffy, but I can talk. It hurts, but I can talk, so it's okay. Felt good enough that I actually was singing along to some Disturbed on the way home. I'm like, hey, I feel great. Took a deep breath in and hit a good note, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna die. I'm dying. See, dying. Air does not agree with me. I'm allergic to oxygen. So, I hope everyone's been having a good week. Let's check in with the rest of the cast members. Soups, how has your week been?
My week was good, and then today happened, and, you're not feeling that well. I am, emotionally drained.
Oh, my God.
Afternoon. Oh, my God. It was so good. It was so good. Yes, I went and saw Star Wars today, and oh, my God.
Yeah, I was one of those nerds who was a true fan and saw it last night in IMAX 3D. So, just hashtag.
Yeah, I went and saw it in XD 3D myself here. It wasn't IMAX, but
I'm telling you now, dude. I'd rather have gone to see yours. IMAX sucked. I hate the glasses. The picture is just horrible. Ugh, I hate IMAX. And look, if it was my choice, I wouldn't have seen it. But I was with 55 other people. So it was majority rules, so my voice did not get heard. It sucked. But yes, everyone in chat, please make sure to not give away too many spoilers, even though Epic Lurker...
It's a good one. Satan killed Dumbledore and became the new Sith Lord Emperor. Oh, man.
I was really sad Jar Jar wasn't in the movie. That's not a spoiler. It's just
shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You heard about the supposed leaked page from the screenplay though?
No, I haven't.
It was a while back. There was a leaked page from the screenplay, and by leaked I mean I'm using quotations here. Of a scene where it shows Kylo Ren's in front of that charred Darth Vader helmet, and he's sitting there, and
he's skull
you're reading the script, and all of a sudden, Kylo Ren slowly brings his hands up and lifts his head up, and in the line it says Kylo Ren's line goes, "Misa, avenge you, Annie." Jar Jar under Kylo Ren's helmet.
But it's so true. That would have been a better villain than what we got. Than some horse face looking dude.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure people would have freaking gone ape shit if that was what really happened.
I am sure that would have made the movie 10 times better for me. I mean, not saying it was a bad movie for me. It was just it was a good flick. That's all I got. That's all I got from it.
Yeah.
But
really. That's all you got from him was it's a good flick.
Hey, I cheered. I felt heartfelt. I didn't tear up. Well, hold on. I did tear up because of the IMAX format was killing my eyes. It was draining it. But no, I went, I gasped, and I'm like, oh no, and cheered yeah. But at the end of the movie, and I'm like, all right. I'm good. I can wait till DVD. I can wait. Blu-ray, really. I'm gonna get Blu-ray. I mean, I'm excited to see Rogue One next year. I know that, so that's a thing. But okay, Britt,
have you seen that, Britt?
Oh. Yeah, have you seen Star Wars?
No.
Why not?
I've never seen Star Wars movie before, so.
What?
Oh shit! Did you have to say those words? The whole podcast has been derailed. It's just the whole thing is now just been derailed.
All right. I'm going to quote. I'm going to quote one of the characters from How I Met Your Mother by saying, "Everybody has seen Star Wars. The only people who have not seen Star Wars are the people in Star Wars because they live the Star Wars."
I've seen like clips and stuff, but I've never actually
my God!
Wait, it's okay. Hold on. I can fix this. Hold on. Brittany, have you seen the Star Wars movies that Family Guy did?
No.
Did you watch the Robot Chicken that Family Guy did?
No.
Did you watch Spaceballs?
Yes, I've seen Spaceballs.
She's good. She's seen Spaceballs. She's good.
The only way she can truly experience, because I did some reading up on it. The only way she can truly experience the way Star Wars, should be watched right now, with all the movies, is with that machete order. She needs to watch them in the machete order. That's when you watch 4, then 5, then you watch 2 and 3, and then you watch 6.
I mean, am I going to get paid to watch it? Because that's a lot of movies and not like.
Oh my God.
Not my thing. I'm just not interested in it.
Oh man, I am. How much are tickets to Seattle?
Depends on where you're coming from.
I'm going to come out there and I'm going to educate you on the importance of Star Wars.
You and everybody else, you have to get in line.
Look, Britt, can I do this? Can I at least do this? I worked on a project this past summer where I combined episodes 1, 2, and 3 into one movie. It's like 2 hours, all in one movie. If I sent you the video, would you watch that? It's 1, 2, and 3. Easy.
I mean, I can say sure, but I may not watch it. So
hey, I will send you the. I'll send you the video. I'll Dropbox it to you. You just make sure you have like a gig because it's a pretty big file. I'll send it to you, and hey, it's there when you have like 2 hours to yourself. And hey, let me tell you now.
I just don't find it interesting. Like that's the whole reason why I haven't seen it. I don't find anything about Star Wars interesting, which is why I will not see this movie. And I won't see any of the other Star Wars movies.
I can respect that. It's.
I don't think Super Patriot can. We've already discussed this, though. I already said that. And that's why I said I'll probably get kicked.
Oh my God.
Honestly, Britt, it's okay because I don't care either.
But there's like other Lord of the Rings, not my thing. Harry Potter, not my thing. Like Indiana Jones, not my. There's certain movies that just don't appeal to me at all. So, yeah.
That was my.
I feel like whatever hair Super Patriot has left, he's pulling it out right now.
Basically. I mean, because I said it was a decent flick, and he got upset with me. And, I mean, I enjoyed it. That's all I can really go out and say. I really enjoyed the movie. I'm kind of done. I'm done with Star Wars. I really am. I mean, I got questions like, oh my God, this and this. I got these questions that need to be answered. I have that. But I'm a patient man, and I'm okay. Unlike my friend Baxter, my buddy Stevie B, where he kind of wants to go to JJ's house right now, knock on the door, shake him a bunch of times, and tell him, give me your secrets! What's going to happen? That's where he's at right now.
I mean, did they have the same feelings that Super Patriot had, where they were, like, super happy and...
Yes, he cried the entire time. I don't think he had a dry eye anytime.
Thank you. You're done, Trex. Get Stevie B on. Let's go.
Hold on. This is the DCUO podcast. Let's bring it back, okay? This isn't the Star Wars bonanza. Okay, let's bring it back. I mean, let me just say this now. Dark Knight is still better than Star Wars Episode 7. I'll say that. Do
you guys still do your podcast for Nerds of the Apocalypse?
Oh, shit. Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
Yes.
All right. Next time you guys do one, and it's been out long enough and all that, have me on there so I can sit down and me and Stevie B can have a conversation about how epic this movie is. Not just because it's a good movie, but because it just hits all the right notes for everybody that grew up on this. I mean, I remember, and I was only like 4 at the time. I remember my dad taking me to the drive-in theater seeing this movie, seeing the first one. I remember going to the theater and seeing Empire. I remember going and seeing Jedi. When they first came out. So I mean, so for me, it's like I had this conversation with my dad too, because I told him, I was like, dude, I cried. And he's like, you what? He's like, you cried, and I was like, dude, you don't understand. I grew up on this stuff. It just, it hits so many things. Just like tugging on those freaking heartstrings and the memories and certain epic moments that happen. That I mean, it makes you, the emotions just well up and they just come out. There's sad moments and all that make you want to cry. There's moments in there that are just elating moments that just bring out so much joy in you at what's happening on that screen at the moment that makes you want to cry. It's just, I ain't ashamed to admit neither.
I get that same way when I watch The Emperor's New Groove. Like, it's my all-time favorite movie. Just, David Spade just brings out so much of the feels.
I'm waiting to see Super Page get his left chat.
Seriously, though, I mean, you guys, I mean, all right, you guys are a little bit younger than me, so a lot of this stuff is just like normal things that are happening, are occurring, and all that. The Star Wars, all the superhero movies and the shows and everything like that. You guys don't. I mean, I grew up on all these things. It's like I truly believe what Kevin Smith said a while back on one of his podcasts. I was listening to. I mean, he said he straight up said, the geeks have won. The geeks have won. I'm sorry, if you have a movie where Robert Redford, an actor of Robert Redford's caliber, is standing there talking to somebody else, who is Captain America, all right, and the Robert Redford is saying the line, "Hail Hydra," we fucking won. We won. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, so I mean, the scenes from the Avengers movies, that first Avengers movie when they're doing the spin around and everything like that, with all of them right there in the street, I mean, I got freaking giddy as hell over that. I mean, it's just.
It's okay, buddy.
Anyways,
it's okay.
If you guys have not seen the movie yet, go see it, because I'm talking about it next podcast. I don't care.
Well, the next podcast is in January, so hopefully everybody's already seen it by then. There, I can breathe. Okay, so welcome back to the DCUO Sourcecast. That was our Star Wars Episode 7 podcast part. Yay! But yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, please go see it. It's pretty good. It's really good. So my week has been okay. Just been trying to get over this cold, this whatever my throat's going on right now, and yeah, just doing a lot of Excel stuff with spreadsheets for this other video game that's in closed beta right now, which is really fun. But yeah, just also preparing myself for Christmas next week. Gotta spend it with my family. This might be my grandfather's last Christmas, so we're bracing ourselves for this. It's gonna be really cool. Well, you know what? And speaking of the Star Wars thing, so I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but my friend Beth, at Nerds of Gore on Twitter, she just joined. Poor thing. She made this. She got some Doctor Who fabric and made this pretty cool blanket that is currently wrapped around my body, even though my room is pretty hot. But it's a fleece blanket and it feels so good. And it's a Doctor Who thing, so I'm like, it's on my body. I like it. So this, honestly, to me, this is like super personal because she understands Doctor Who, but she doesn't get it. But she did it for me, so I had to really do something for her. And we were hanging out one day, and we were talking about episode 7 before it was coming out, and she mentioned to me that she wanted to get like the making of Star Wars, the 3 books that came out, those big thick books that came out back in 2007. Well, as she was talking, I went on my phone because that's what technology allows me to do, and I bought her the making of Star Wars, all the behind the scenes stuff that's not in the Lucas archives. So I got that, and I told our buddy Baxter, Stevie B, about it, and he was like, dude, good man. Good man. I was like, thank you. Hopefully this doesn't bite me in the ass later, so hopefully it works out. So I'm getting that tomorrow as well. So that's a Merry Christmas there. And I know I can talk about it here because she doesn't watch this shit. So, yay. She doesn't do all this. She doesn't do this.
So. Great in the chat. Kylo Ren is Jason Todd.
I'm sorry. If that was Jason Todd, I would have I would probably left. I would have been so upset. And I think my headphones actually went out because I can't hear shit. Yep. There. Okay. So let's get on with today's episode. We're going to talk a little bit about the PvP changes that are on test server when we get to the test server notes. And let's just go straight into some announcements as soon as I hit the thing. There. Hit it. First announcement to talk about. Trigon's Prison is back. Happy holiday, Saint Nick. Welcome to hell. So, survival mode, Trigon's Prison has returned. It will be here until January 24th. So we have basically the entire, like a month and some weeks. Month and 2, whatever. So this is once again another 20 round. It's 20 rounds, right? Or is it 10?
20.
20. Okay, just wanted to make sure. All right, so in this season, new awesome Trigon-themed pants for rounds 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, and a new Trigon-themed shirt, and the pets in the even rounds from 12 and up. So, new pets. And so, as usual, we go straight to our survival mode correspondent, Brittany. Brittany, how's survival mode been?
It's pretty good. I was really looking forward to this one because this was the least played SM that we had done, and so Destiny came out like the same time this one came out last year, so we didn't have a lot of people actually. Wait, was it last year?
Yeah,
it was last year, right? Oh, okay, it came out last year, so a lot of us weren't really playing this game regularly, so we didn't have enough time to actually give it a go. So no platinum shirt for us, but I was happy to be able to get a platinum shirt this time around. And I actually really like this final boss fight because it feels really epic with the cutscene and just Trigon being ginormous. And so it's pretty cool. I like it. Plus the pets are awesome. Can't wait to get one. Fingers crossed.
It's going to take you multiple times to get that gluttony pet, isn't it?
Probably, because I highly doubt I'll get it on the first go with how many pets there in there, and RNGesus hates me.
Join the club, Brittany. Join the club.
I doubt I'll get it on my first try.
So be sure to head out there into survival mode Trigon's Prison. Currently, right now, according to Meps on Twitter, 7 teams have beaten round 10. Who's going to be the 8th? Don't know, because now it's Christmas season, it's holidays, nobody's playing the games. So, I don't know. It's kind of rough, because watch, it's going to be Christmas Day, and I'm just going to go, alright, let's play some DCUO. Nobody's there. What the hell? I'm ready to play. Happens all the time.
My favorite part of that, though, is, getting on the game, like on a holiday, like on Thanksgiving or Christmas and all that. After, all the festivities are done, you're just looking to wind down, and chill out, play the game and everything. Is when you get onto the game and then somebody tells you, say, man, why don't you ever spend time with your family? Are you on this game all the time? You're on, but they're telling me on the game. I was like, you're on the game too, jackass.
It's like somebody playing the game telling you to get a life. Wait, what? It doesn't, what? Okay.
It's like somebody telling me on Twitter to get off of Twitter.
Which will never happen. I'm never leaving Twitter. I'm here until it closes. Or at least I get banned because I said something bad. Which is very rare because I don't say bad things. Ever. So, hope you guys enjoy Survival Mode's Trigon's Prison. We'll be hitting up more about updates from it. And hopefully Brittany gets a pet that she actually wants. And good luck. RNG Jesus be praised. But that was a mouthful. That's what she said. So, next announcement. So, we all know that the 12 days of Christmas, that's kind of symbolic. Well, you know, over here at DCUO, over here at Daybreak Games, they don't play by the 12. They play by their own rules. So they don't want to do 12. Instead, they want to do 7. Why 7? It's not because that they were late with it. It's because they just want to play by their own rules. Maybe. I don't know. I can only guess. Either way, I'm blaming Tuttle. So, it's his fault. So, the winter sale is going on right now for the 7 days, all the way until December 23rd. Okay? So, December 23rd. So, the first day that we had was actually one I really pissed because I did not get on the game to get it. Because when was the 17th? Oh, I remember why I couldn't get this. Because I was at motherfucking Star Wars. That's where I was at. Of course I couldn't get on the game. I was at Star Wars. But the first day was base items. 70% up to 75% off. And I mean, it included the armories. Like, the armories was like such a great deal. What was the... Does anyone remember what the price was?
$680 for an 8-pack of armor.
Oh my god!
That was like, wow. I saw that and like, my jaw dropped.
Tell you what.
Yeah. I'm sad I didn't buy any. Because I needed one, and I looked at the price for one, and it's like 500 something for one, and I was like, God damn it! I should have just bought the 8-pack.
You should have just bought the 8-pack.
Yeah. Oh well.
I mean,
I didn't realize how much they were. Like, I just bought the 4-pack however long ago, and haven't really needed to buy any more. But
Gentleman Wolf, do you need 8? You always need 8. I mean, why not? You might have more characters and all. At the same time, it's only like the price was just so easy. I mean,
it was a little more expensive than buying one when it wasn't on sale. So that was like, to get 8 at that price was a really good deal. Like, really good.
I have 12 armories for my main. So, yeah.
Yeah, so not only that, it's for the special deals running the entire week. For members, your regular 10% off discount in the marketplace will be bumped up to 15. For non-members, you'll be able to purchase most, quote-unquote, episodes and bundles for like the 25% off. So the members for this entire week get an extra 5%. So instead of our 10, we get 15% off on the marketplace. Booyah! I may still have to buy the 8-pack though. I may still buy that because I'm sure 15 is still a good deal. I'm sure. So, and then today on Friday, here on the 18th of December, day 2 is legend characters up to 75% off, which is pretty nice because I'm missing a bunch of legends, and I would not mind having Supergirl TV because Melissa Benoit, she's great. Can't wait for Supergirl to come back.
Yeah, they're like 213 marketplace cash or something like that. The ones that I had available to myself were that much, so I bought a few.
Yeah, that's quite nice. Quite nice indeed. So, this is the only day you can get these legend characters for the discount, so be sure to get it before server resets in the morning. So, and what is day 3? We don't know. Meps isn't here to really tell us. Which, I'm sad.
Yeah, but it's not just the Legends sales going on today, though. They've also they're doing the Legends PVE weekend event where they have unlocked and made it so you can queue up, go into all the Legends PVEs instances that they have made up to this point. So if you guys have missed out on any feats in any of the previous ones, you guys got the whole weekend to go into those and get your feats.
That's right.
Have you been on the game at all?
Yeah,
today?
I was on earlier today.
Did you see LFG where it's just like a lot list of...
ridiculous. There's so many people. It's like need Saint Walker for Bloodhaven. I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, pass. I don't need that one.
So many
yeah, I mean,
yeah,
because we've already completed those things. Yeah, it's silly noobs, right? I'm saying, yeah, it's crazy. It's
you ain't got none of them done. Shut up.
I do not. I have none of them. None of them. So
no, there was a guy in my league though that when I was on this morning, he was running through. He's getting he hadn't gotten he'd gotten the team ups done, but he didn't get his checklist done.
Oh, so that's the worst one.
He was going through and getting those done and everything. I saw him pop one for Ace Chemicals, and he's like, man, I forgot how boring that one was. I was like, yeah.
All right.
So,
excuse me. And for today only, until server resets, try all the legend characters for free. All of them have been unlocked.
Including the pre-order Batman one, which I guess everybody was really upset about.
Yeah, right? Like, I saw that thread, and I just wanted to laugh. Well, I was nice and didn't reply to the thread because I didn't want to start shit. But, yes, so today only, on this Friday, as we are recording this, in case you watch this or listen to it later, you can play the pre-order exclusive original OG Batman. Well, from our era. Batman's, the original, today only. Which, by the way, it's the same moves as every other Batman.
Yeah.
There's nothing different but the costume.
Just the original skin. Yeah.
Yeah. So don't go to the forums tomorrow and start crying. It's like, where's my pre-order exclusive Batman? I can't play him anymore. It's only for the Friday. Only. So, and Meps has already confirmed that he is still going to be staying exclusive. So when Saturday comes around, he's going bye-bye. So you can't ever get him again.
You're not going to be able to buy him, folks. Sorry.
Nope.
For all you people out there that wish you could. I mean, honestly, I pre-ordered the game when before it launched. I pre-ordered the game. I didn't get that Legends tune. I didn't get the code for it, which I was kind of irritated about.
I would be irritated too.
I chewed out that freaking GameStop employee. I was like, you assholes! It says guaranteed code. We're all out. Well, then who took them all?
So, that's it for the announcements. Let's go and switch it over to some hotfixes on live and test servers. So, over here on the... What day was this? On the 16th. Just for the live servers. Survival mode was unlocked, of course. We already talked about that. Blah, blah, blah. Legends Practice. Over on the Events tab. So, if you guys have Legends characters... And especially using this free day of Legends characters... Go out there and you can practice with those Legends characters to actually see what they do and if you want to purchase them. Now, of course, the option later on to have a way to play as those Legends in practice to know whether or not you want to purchase them. It's a good suggestion. Might not happen, but it's a pretty decent suggestion. But at the same time, But Legends Practice is now here so far. Everyone's really enjoying it from what I've seen so far. Also following that, the episode 18 through 20, gear research and development. Salvaging the gear will no longer put the metalloid scraps in boxes. They will just be in your inventory directly. So there's no more having the boxes just stack in your inventory when you're when you're salvaging. So that's a positive thing. Next is the reset content loot locks for group members. So here we have group members that are ineligible to have their loot locks reset will now appear grayed out in the selection window. And I think Britt has said that she's really enjoyed this feature, if I remember.
Well, because of how it was before, like something changed with it to where if I wanted to reset myself, like I would end up resetting like the whole entire group if they weren't either my friends or in the league. So it was really annoying because then I'd have to add everybody so then I could just reset myself. But I like this new feature because now you can't really make that mistake of resetting everybody.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I would still like the option to have a selection where it's like select all ineligible or just like select everyone in raid. Because, when I run with players, I like to be nice and unlock everything for them instead of friending them and never talk to them ever again. It's not mean, it's just practical. So, but yeah, it's a really nice feature, nice little update to it. And so we may see more updates in the future, which I would really like. It's more options for the groups. So, and switching over here to test. Got a few things here. Episode 19, Ra's door will no longer close when re-entering his chambers after being defeated. Trigon will no longer target player pets when laying his fire field. Well, that's weird. Just a few things here. I want to switch over here just to put post onto the PvP section here. For the PvP update, they fixed Earth's fortified golem, giving power regeneration to players in PvP. They fixed an issue where Rage Advanced Mechanic was still functioning. They reduced the combo damage from Rage Advanced Mechanic. Oh, well, Rage is just fucking useless then. Thanks a fucking lot.
Actually, the Meps has a whole long post with all the changes that went up, past changes and the current ones that went on in the test today, if you want me to go off of that.
Oh, the test server fix that happened today?
The PvP adjustments for today's date.
Yeah, I'll get to that one. I'll switch it to you when I'm in a moment. Sorry, in a moment. And then reduce nature's wolf form combos in the same ratio as weapon mastery combos. Reduce damage for nature's insect form, acid spit attack. Reduce the AM damage of nature's wolf form nature just needs to be fucking nerfed. You could have combined it all and just like nature got nerfed. Stamp. Re-added power back in bug form. They reduced the damage from earth pets and further reduced damage on sorcery pet abilities of transmutation in Arcane Barrage. And then the test server update or hotfix that came out yesterday was basically just reduce the damage from power and weapon counters in PvP. That's right, Crappy. I see you there. Like nothing but nerf stamp on nature. Calm it down. So I'm going to switch it over to Soups for the test server hotfix that came out today because there's a pretty long list and we're not going to list everything. But he's the PvP guy along with Brittany. So
you kind of went over everything. I mean, all the updates there, things like that. Obviously, the changes to reducing the weapon mastery and AM damages and also certain combos, regular combos when you're not expecting the weapon mastery. That's all been done and gone over with. Nature's dog form, obviously, we just talked about that. Further reduce the AMs by 50%. Reduce the damage on dots from nature, electricity, and celestial. Let's see here. What did you not mention? See here. They reduced the damage from power and weapon counters in PvP, which honestly I think is a good thing. I like that. Reducing the counter damage because anyways, but also reduce the damage of tap combo weapon attacks in arena PvP. They got a full list of them.
Yeah, a bunch of loud noises.
Yeah, a bunch of loud noises from my phone. Oh boy. Okay, that's my brother. But okay, a bunch of there's a huge. Oh my god, that's a huge list of combos or weapon attacks that were reduced. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't going to list all that.
A lot.
Go read it.
Anyways, yeah, you go read that. Finally, they're asking what to do now and all that. Obviously, they want everybody to test. We've got the entire holidays, all the holidays to test. So make sure you guys are getting on the test server if you can. Go and test that out. Test this stuff out. Right now and all that, they're looking, obviously still, no ice or mental testing because they're still in their mid-range and everything. But definitely, give them the feedback, let them know what's going on, and what your thoughts are. And we're gonna talk a little bit about this, later in the show here, with a topic that Trex wanted me to come up with. But sit down and just talk to each other. Don't bring up past bull crap. Just keep the beef out of it. Let's get this fixed. Get it done right.
Yeah, currently right now, this will be the last test server update that will be coming this year. They'll be back in January after their nice holiday break. So, as Soup said, go out there and test as much as you can on PvP. They're going to compile everything that happens during the winter break. And when they get back, they're going to go full steam into getting of researching and finding stuff to get everything fixed and get squared away. So, keep testing, keep reporting bugs on anything, even the PvP especially. So, just have a happy time. Have a happy time with loud noises. You would think you would have silenced that the first time it happened.
Just did. My brother was asking me how the movie was, and I told him, I was like, dude, I cried. He's like, yes.
Anyways.
It's silenced now.
Okay.
It's not a podcast without my phone, being in the show. Come on.
That's true. That's true. Since I don't have any more issues, knock on some piece of wood that's not in my room right now. Oh wait, cardboard works.
Your head might work too.
So I'm hopping in onto PC on the US PC right now to go into some Lairs to say hi to some people. Love that welcome screen. Oh, it's like the best ever. So I'm going to go look at some winter Lairs. I already know one I'm going to go take a look at. And so as we do our discussion, so if you guys have a wintry themed Lair, be sure to add Trex Rage to the list and let me know in chat what your name is, or your character name, so I can make sure to find it in my list as I go through. So our discussion. Soups, what's our discussion?
Well, I just wanted to talk about, because it's come up, and we've seen evidence of this actually, working and everything like that. For everybody out there that doesn't know, I've made some rounds, on some other podcasts. I do host another podcast with Orbit, Balkan, and God's Disciple. But there's another podcast that's crept up, and most of the people on that podcast, they've had some very negative things to say about the game in the past. And they've done it in very negative ways. The main thing I wanted to talk about tonight, though, was, ways that we could try to detoxify the community right now. Because, every game has a toxic element to it in the community that has. But, with everything that's going on right now, I think now is the perfect time for, us to try and find ways to detoxify this community so we can get at least a near perfect PvP update. This time around, get the things that we want in it. So, it's like, I'm curious, it's like, I've made some attempts and all that. I went on other podcasts, sat down with people who have straight out tested me on this game for years. And hey, what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Trex says Bob. But I mean, and I think I'd like to think that me going on there and sitting down and have a conversation with those guys, even if they didn't come out and even if they didn't agree with everything I said, that at least they understood where things were at, better, with the information I was able to give them. So I'm just curious. I mean, what other ways everybody out there thinks that everybody here listen tonight, and what Brittany and Trex think on what we could do to try to help detoxify the community a little bit, just so things go smoother.
I think a lot of it comes down to the misinformation and lies that other people are spreading and other people are believing. That's like the root cause of a lot of things that have been going on right now, is that people believe the absurd things that those people included that you went on the podcast with have said that are just outright lies. And that adds to people's perception, which isn't necessarily the reality of what's going on. So already they have this disdain towards certain people and a disdain towards the game, and then you compile those things together and it just snowballs into this what we have right now. And no matter how much you try to tell people what the actual reality is, they don't want to listen to it. And that just adds to all of this. I mean, I don't think people get in real life, you can actually disagree with somebody and not call them a piece of shit. You can have a conversation with somebody and disagree and debate 2 points and not call them a bunch of derogatory names and make it go there. Like, that can actually happen, and that's what can happen on this game. You can disagree about something, and that's fine. You can tell the devs that the game is not in a great state. That's good. They need that feedback. But what you can't do is sit here and Photoshop nasty pictures of developers and players and think that that's okay. Like, in what world do you live in that you think that that is all right?
Right.
It's not. And if you think that you're going to get heard by doing those types of things, you're not. That doesn't lead to any sort of credibility that you have with anybody. I get that people are mad, and I get that people want the game to be fixed. It's definitely not perfect, but that's not the way to do it. I think that if those people who are the loudest can change their approach, I think it would help. Because you talking about it and myself talking about it doesn't help. It would help if those other people would actually listen and see that what they're doing is hurting the game getting fixed versus actually fixing it.
Right. Right. See, as for me, I mean, going along with what you say, I think a lot of it is setting aside the egos, setting aside egos and everything. Is myself included. I mean, I had to set aside, because normally I would not, with guys that have been as negative and as not just in their comments, but in the way they've talk towards myself, other people, about the devs and everything, and the negative ways they've gone about it. I would normally not even give those guys the time of day and everything. So I mean, I had to set my ego aside to go on that podcast with those guys to because I want. My biggest thing has always been, I don't want those guys to be shut out. I mean, you address people the way that they have been, and they're gonna get shut out. They're gonna be ignored because of the way that they're talking to people. And that just ends up being one less voice for the change. One less voice out there that's calling for changes and fixes that need to be done. And I didn't want that, and I don't want that, anybody to be shut down, so long as they are willing to listen to reason and be able to sit down and have a conversation with people about stuff. You're getting ready to say something now.
I get that, but at the same time, they need to be held responsible, and they they aren't, and that's and you're a bigger person than I am, because I never would have ever gone on there because of the way that they've treated myself, you, and a lot of other people. They don't deserve that from me at all. Mm-hmm. Because I haven't done anything to them. Nothing to warrant any of what they've said about you or me. Specifically, we're players. We're not developers. So I get that you're angry, but you need to direct that anger and direct it a different way, and also say it a different way. Because you can't go to a store and say, hey, you piece of shit, I fucking hate you, fix this item. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So why do you think that you can talk to somebody else just because it's over the internet the same way, and you think that they're going to listen to you? It's not going to happen. So...
a lot of it's emotion. A lot of it is emotion. I mean,
I get that, but that still does not give them a pass to act the way that they do.
No, of course not. Of course not. I mean, I've addressed that with those guys. I mean, I know you have no regard for Godman at all, because of the things that he's said and done and everything like that, and and I still hold him accountable for those things. Myself, but at the same time, I mean, he has come to realize after I've sat down and talked to him and everything, he's come to realize he's let his emotions get away with him, and stuff, and I've told and he's trying to rein it in. I've actually had some really good conversations with him.
That's good, but until I see a video of his that is completely different than what he has posted in the past. You can say it all you want behind closed doors where nobody else sees it. But until you make that public and you start to change your attitude, I don't believe it. With the stuff that he said about me, I have a hard time believing it. And like as Crappy said, I get people are frustrated, but that does not mean you can just go around attacking people because you're frustrated.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything. Super Patriot didn't do anything. We're not to blame for whatever changes are going on in the game. So, that doesn't give you a pass because you're upset to say the things or do the things that you've done. It doesn't. I get people are frustrated. I get that. I am too. But I'm not going to sit here and make rant videos based off of false information and spread that information just because. That's not fixing anything. At all. And if anything, it's just hurting your case to try to get the game fixed. That's what I'm at a loss of. These guys want the game fixed, but they're just hurting their case at getting people to listen to them, the right people to listen to them.
Right. They're catering. They're catering to the. How do I want to put this? The less. Oh man. They're catering to the mob. Basically, is what they're doing.
Right.
I'm a Republican, Trex. Anyways, no, they're catering to the mob. They're catering to the mob. I mean, what Trex is, just pointing out. I mean, is an example. That's what Trump is doing. He's catering to the mob. He's catering to the people that. They're catering to the people that want to hear these things. They want to hear how, much the devs have screwed this up and how much the devs don't care about you, how much favoritism is going around in the game towards certain players, how, the GMs made me lose. They want, they're catering to the people that want to hear that kind of stuff because, people getting along, and being able to sit down and having normal conversations, that's not exciting. The controversy, the conspiracy, that's all exciting to them. That's because I heard that about Brittany too. It's like, somebody told me that Super Patriot did this or said that, and then the next day 20 people were banned. Shit like I mean, it's people are always going to go after the conspiracies and listen to the conspiracy theorists and the crazies out there and everything. But they're not. But at the same time, you're being duped.
But that's the thing.
People that chase that stuff down, you're just being duped.
I think all of us are very approachable to, if you were to send like Super Patriot a tell and ask him like, hey, have you heard this? Is this true? I'm just curious. And not said, hey, you're a douchebag, answer this question. If you were just to ask that to you, I'm sure that you would just tell them what's up. It's the same with me. Like if you were to send me a tell and ask me something, if I'm not busy, I do my best to answer your question or help you out. But nobody is not, well, I shouldn't say nobody. Most people don't do that. And it would just be a simple, they could get to the bottom or get their question answered very easily. So, I don't get it, but oh well.
Yeah. Trex, what about you? I mean, how do you think we can try to detoxify?
Everybody needs to look at this with rose-tinted glasses. They should just see all nothing but rainbows like I do. Like, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I don't get why all the grief comes from this game. When I read the forums, like, what are they talking? I don't see this. Like, what is... PvP was fine. I don't get it. I just don't. It's... Legends PvE is the greatest. It's...
All right, Trex, you need to mute your mic for the rest of the show.
Gotcha. Understood.
Trex, hear everything that's wrong with this game.
Everything is awesome.
Never ask. I just learned a lesson, folks. Never ask a brony how to make people feel happy.
Exactly. I'm a fucking Care Bear.
Never ask a brony how to get people to be nice. Trex was just doing the Care Bear stare on him.
As a person who tries their best not to feed into the toxicity, and honestly, I get a lot of toxic thrown at me, which sometimes is uncalled for. It's like, oh, well, you're just making fun of me because you just want to be that guy. Yeah, exactly. We all just need to get a bong. I agree, Crappy. And people gotta remember, this is a game. I have been doing this for part of this community for now 5 years. Do I get passionate? Yes, and that's one of the many reasons. Thank you for the rainbow grid. This is one of the many reasons why I wanted to do a podcast, was to get my feelings out there. And sure, did it turn into a PR thing? Yeah, because I'm an adult and I knew exactly where this was going. But it's also here to be a tool for new players or even veterans to try. Okay, too many rainbows, Grid. Too many rainbows. The toxicity, like they said, is in every single game. And the only really reason you can get through it is really just be a positive person and just trust your developers. Sure, sooner or later the straw is going to break the camel's back, which I don't know how physically that's going to happen, but you just want to leave, and you do. I mean, I did not like the direction that WoW was going, so I left. If you don't like the direction DCUO is going, then leave. But I also keep in line with keep up with what they're doing. Because, again, it's a game I had years engrossed into it. I mean, I invested heavily into it. And I invest heavily in DCUO. So, do I not like everything that goes on? No. But you have to remember, and always remember this. I don't care if you're 15 years old. When you're on the internet, you are a fucking adult. And you need to act like it. You need to not... You do not need to capitalize every other word, and you know exactly who you are if you're listening, because it pisses me off trying to read your post. I was like, you know what? He probably had something genius to say, but I can't get through this crap, so I'm done. This post is nothing. You all know it. If you've been on the forums, you know exactly who it is. It upsets me so much. So, talk like you actually learn things in English class, even if you are in English class, because I'm pretty sure your English teacher would not like how you are typing on the forums. So stop it. Just stop. But you just have to have. You really just gotta be positive. You just have to, and that's one of the things that doesn't make me a good reviewer in certain situations, because I try to look for the good in everything. That's my style. I mean, for God's sakes, has anyone really seen Meet the Spartans? That old spoof movie back in the day, a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it. I pointed out the good points in the review to my friends, and they almost beat me up. And I still talk to these people. They almost kicked my ass. I'm like, but guys, remember this scene? And it was and one threw a punch. I was like, that's too close. You need to stop. Just stop. So with DCO, I try to find the good, and I focus on it. I don't do Legends PvE because I'm not finding any good from that. I'm just not. There's no way. See, that's something I don't like. And
Legends PvE is so much fun, though.
Yeah, it is. As I take a drink of another beer. But there's going to be certain things you don't like in a game. So you just move on from it. You just find something that you do like. I mean, Tikkun loves raids. She hates alerts. Does she do alerts? Yes, because she has to. Because she's going to shut up and she's going to do those alerts. You're going to like 4-man operations, buddy. You're going to like it. You're going to love it. Take me to 8-man elite alerts. You're going to do an elite alert, not elite raid. You're going to do it. But that's my thing. Find the good, stick with it, and that's really all you can do. I understand passion. There are you have to separate passion from being a dick. You have to separate it, because you cannot convey emotions through text, as my ex-girlfriend has told me multiple times. You cannot convey that. And so what you feel is a strongly worded letter. It's going to be taken the wrong way. It just is. And there's going to be key phrases that you're going to use. That's going to make it seem like a bad post. When you use a curse word. When you say developer or dev in a negative annotation. Or I don't get my way. Or nerf in the wrong annotation. There's a difference between nerf and a fix. Hardlight players, I'm sorry. It was a fix. Deal with it. You know what for. But just be a positive person. Just look at the positive. Put your rose-tinted glasses on like I do. And, just drink a lot too. Just be an alcoholic. That's all I can say. If you're old enough. If you're not, then, get high. I mean, it's legal in Colorado. Tikkun loves it. Don't you, Tikkun?
It's legal in Washington, too.
See, you need to stop getting everything, all right? You already get toilet paper mailed to you from Amazon, okay? I mean, now you can get high, too.
Here. they're located here in Seattle.
No, Trex, they don't have everything. They don't have everything where she's at. Because apparently they don't have Star Wars or a love for it there. So...
Are you talking... There's a 3D, theater or whatever, like a block, or not a block, but like 5 minutes from my apartment.
Really? Prove it.
Yeah.
Prove it.
I'm not going there.
I want to see pics of you going in and watching this movie.
I'm not paying $21 to go see Star Wars. Ugh. No, thank you.
Hold on. Wait.
Got to be kidding me.
This is where I come in. I'll be on the next flight. We'll go see the movie together. And we'll hate it together.
You can go by yourself.
Oh, come on!
Why would I go? I have zero interest in seeing Star Wars.
I'll throw in some dinner.
No!
Damn it.
I don't want to see Star Wars.
Well, do you want to see Sisters?
No.
Damn it. That's actually really what I wanted to watch last night besides Star Wars with Sisters.
See, I think with communication is the key as far as I'm concerned with keeping the toxicity out. Communication between players. Positive communication. Constructive communication is what's key between the players and everything like that. And honestly, I truly feel and this was evident because this was a lot of people's biggest complaint about the PvP before we got this update on the test server was we weren't getting any communication from the developers. There was like almost no communication from the developers about what was going on with PvP. Even if they even posts or comments saying that they addressing the fact that they knew what was going on, would have gone a long ways with a lot of people. I feel, and and of course, there's you're still going to have the element of people out there that are going to say that are going to, okay, well, great, now we know that it's broke. Why aren't you fixing it? Nobody's going to be ever. You can't satisfy everybody, with that, but or at all. You can't satisfy all the people all the time. But communication, from the developers, letting us know that they understood the issues and what was going on, and letting us know that they did care, they want to be able to get to it. Even if it was just repeating the same thing they said 2 months before, that we were aware of the situation. We want to be able to fix it. We do care about PvP. We just can't do it this time. Even if they were just repeating themselves. Honestly, it would have gone a long way towards that, towards helping. I feel. But now we've got these changes and everything. I think the players themselves, the community itself, it needs to work on constructive communication between each other. All players. I've even I've hopped onto the forums and all that. I don't post much on the forums because I don't want people, who don't like me, trying to derail threads by, attacking me on there anymore, because I want those conversations to stay positive and keep going the way they are. But I've gotten on there recently, and I've made a couple of comments. I've asked some questions and all that regarding a couple of issues and everything like that, and it's gone over pretty well. So I mean, but stuff like that, it just needs to keep going between all the players. Not all the players are going to get on board. I'm already very much aware of this fact that not all players are going to get on board, but I'm seeing players that I normally wouldn't have thought would have gotten on board are starting to now. And that makes me really happy. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, folks, we need to bring the Christmas spirit, the holiday spirit, into our communications with each other.
Well, I don't want people to get, like, you see this a lot where people are like, oh, well, if I say anything bad about the game, I'm just going to get banned or blocked. And that's definitely not the case. It's how you say your constructive feedback or the things that you don't like, because that stuff needs to be heard. The game is not perfect. And so the only way to make change happen is to voice those opinions, and all of the opinions need to be heard. Or if something's wrong or broken or out of balance, or that all needs to be heard. But there's a way that you can say it without just putting anybody down or other players or anything. Like, you can say what's wrong with the game and not have to be a dick about it. You can. You're not going to get banned for that. You're not going to get banned for saying that this is wrong or this doesn't work like this or anything like that. You see that a lot in tweets and posts on the forums, on videos and things like that. And it's not the case. If you were banned for a very specific reason on what you said. And I can guarantee that any other forum or Twitter channel or handle would have banned you as well if you were on a different game. So it's not just that you're talking bad about the game. It's not that. Like, that feedback needs to be heard. It does. Yeah. It's important.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important. I want to be able to see, people's, so I want to be able to see everybody's opinions, their constructive opinions being stated and heard. But yeah, like you said, I mean, there's saying that this is broke and needs to be fixed and everything. That's not going to get you banned.
No,
that's it's not going to get you banned. It's ridiculous to think that is what got you banned. Coming out, and like straight up attacking people, and verbally abusing them and harassing them, with the things that you're doing, that will get you banned.
Well, right, and then following up with "this is broken, needs to be fixed." Like, yeah. What?
Yeah. So I mean, it's like, oh man, I mean, it's difficult. I mean, especially with the emotionally, everything's so emotionally charged right now and everything. I'm honestly, I'm really surprised to see a lot of people are calming down. They're forcing themselves to calm down a bit to address their points and get them across properly to everybody. So I'm glad to see that.
And I hope they see that, like, coming together for the greater good and getting like PvP fixed, it's gonna help. I mean, your ego and what you did on the game last year isn't gonna, or your hate towards another player is not gonna fix these things. You don't have to like each other, but you do have to be able to at least work together, because a lot of people are testing content and trying to get PvP aligned in how it should be instead of how it is right now, and bringing up old grudges and old beefs is not going to fix that. You're working against the actual what we're working for here, guys. I wish people could see that. Like, that it's not helping at all.
Yeah.
I feel like we take two steps, what is it? A step forward, like two steps back?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's the way it feels sometimes. It's like, a couple months ago when, they actually did something on the test server with, removing the blue immunities. I mean, I thought that was a big step forward. I thought that was the first step towards us starting to get some changes going and everything like that. And then the way everybody reacted to it, was like, oh my God, you're freaking destroying PvP. And I'm like, guys, it's already freaking broken. It's already messed up. Let's break it down to its base core elements, and let's rebuild it. And unfortunately, the mob mentality of people and those that lead them, sometimes just it took over. And
well, the thing that was frustrating about that is there weren't a lot of people that actually tested that tested it just in 4v4, 5v5s, 1s, 2s, like all of it in different makeups. It just wasn't tested. So to make a snap judgment about something before it was actually thoroughly tested, that's what made me mad. I mean, I get that you don't like it, but to not actually have thoroughly tested it and say that it's already bad and get everybody on the hype train about it, like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely agree that that shouldn't have been the first step in changing PvP. It's a step that needs to eventually be removed, or taken out, at least for me. But I don't know. That was frustrating that the decision was reversed based off of people's opinions rather than actual testing. That's what made me mad.
Yep. So I don't know. Like I said, I think if we just keep the communication going between everybody and keep it constructive, I think some good things can happen from it.
Yeah, I do too.
And I'm willing to sit down. I'm willing to talk to anybody about what their opinions are, what they feel needs to be addressed, and everything. And by all means, I mean, if you guys haven't yet join the freaking forums. The conversation is definitely going on there at a constant pace right now. So, yep.
Probably the best place to go to leave your feedback. I mean, I don't know how often whoever is on the DC Twitter page responds to people, but I think that the forums would probably be the best spot, because usually there is another person that has also thought of your idea that has made a post that you can also add on to.
Mm-hmm.
And they definitely read that stuff, no matter how silly it is.
Yeah.
It does get read.
Yeah, and also please remember that if you have a name that isn't really socially conscious to say out loud, do not expect a response.
Yeah.
Oh, on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah.
They've made that clear on Twitter. Before, I forget what that guy's name was, but I was like, how the hell does he expect anybody to reply to him with that name?
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how these people function, outside of the game. I really do. I wonder if they think that how they act online is how they can act in public. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I really would, because that would just be amazing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because a lot of these guys, they're just internet tough guys, and they would never do or say the things that they say online to the person's face. It's just
could you imagine if their bosses saw some of these videos or the things that they tweet or post on the forums?
Oh yeah, I know.
What would they think?
Well, no bullshit. There was a guy that was constantly harassing somebody else. Used to be part of this one league. Somebody I know in game. He used to be part of this one league. Was constantly freaking harassing this guy on Twitter. Right, the leader of his old league was constantly harassing this guy on Twitter. And I started seeing it, and I was like, "What? Oh my god, this guy!" I was like, I didn't know the whole story, but I knew the guy had not been in the league for going on. It was going on almost 6-7 months. And he's still talking shit to this dude over Twitter about it, and I'm like, dude, are you freaking? What is wrong with you? I mean, it's one, it's just a game. Two, you're not in that league anymore. It's been 7 months, and three, you're in a league that's doing well. I don't understand why you're still mad. And the guy's whole is his mission in life was pointing out, the other league's failings and how well him and his league were doing and everything. I was like, dude, get over it. Nobody cares. I'm like, you're the only one that cares about this right now. And he came at me, started coming at me about stuff and all that, and I just put him in his place, and he was quiet for 2 days, and I just made a comment about it. I was like, man, it's it's nice, when people finally get the point, take the hint that their ramblings on Twitter are meaningless. And you don't hear from him for a couple of days. The dude then responded to me on his personal Twitter account, his real life Twitter account, his real name and everything, and just started going off. I was like, dude, do your coworkers follow you on here? Does your boss follow you on Twitter? Is he going to see any of this? Look at the way you're acting, man.
Yeah.
I said, you're a grown ass man, and look at the way you're acting towards people.
See, okay, Sith, there's a fine line between making a joke and being funny versus being completely out of line. And it's not that everybody has to be PC. It's that the things that people in this community are saying, some of them go well beyond being just in good humor. Yeah, it's not that. Because I can take a joke. I can definitely take a joke. And if some of these guys were making funny jokes, I would have no problem with that, but they're not jokes and they're not funny, and it's not like that. So it's completely different. It definitely does not have to be PC.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying, Seth. But yeah, like she said, it's that some of these, the majority of the jokes these guys have been making, you can call them jokes if you want to.
Yeah.
But things these guys have been saying, they have not been jokes at all. I'm sorry. I draw the line when you start talking about how saying people start saying I'm glad your wife and daughter died and stuff like that. I draw the line for that kind of crap. And if I ever see people who say that shit have said that shit to me, person to person, they're getting. I'm knocking their teeth out.
Yeah, that's not. You don't joke about that. That I don't know who in their right mind would ever think that's funny. Like, you have to be a pretty big piece of shit to say that to somebody. So,
yeah.
Trex, can you find a base to go to, please?
Yeah,
Jeez. I am. Sorry.
Gosh, I'm sitting here watching you scroll through all these names.
What? I don't understand. These people just let me into their places. It's so weird. It's like this is Canada or something.
That's something they need to fix, man. You know what's really broken on this game?
You know what really grinds your gears?
Fixed right now. It really needs to be fixed right now. I want my damn base list to be alphabetized when I go to my time.
Oh my god. I want that too. And Meps totally trolled me in saying that, oh yeah, it's in alphabetical order. And I was like, oh my god, really? It's coming on an update? Look at the list and it's still not in alphabetical order. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, it is not in alphabetical order. What universe are you living in that it's in alphabetical order? That is, I don't go to people's bases because I don't want to look for their damn name. Ugh.
It's on their internal servers. That's where they are.
Freaking troll. I would love to visit people's bases, but my god, having to find your name, no way. Just no way. Not happening.
Oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's in the new UI.
Oh, okay. That is true. It's probably the PS3's fault. Blame the PS3.
It is PS3. Always them.
Whose base are you in?
V Killer, who I think it was Wednesday when I was streaming, he added me to enter his base. And so this is his base. Saying those V Killer I don't think is here in chat right now. But this is his spot.
Oh.
He has 2 things of sinks.
Did that contest thing end already for the Winter Wonderland base? Whatever it is.
I will have to look. I don't think it did. No, I think it ends on the 23rd. It was pretty close to Christmas that they would have to spend Christmas break without their families and look at these pictures.
Grid, I wouldn't mind if somebody's name started with Z, if it was alphabetized, because at least I'd know that he's all the way down at the bottom.
Yeah, you'd be able to find it.
Not somewhere in the freaking middle.
I would love to know, like, how that list is sorted. Is it just based off of who added you? Like, that's how it's sorted?
I don't know.
I don't know, but... Like, News' name is at the top, and then Homage's name is all the way at the bottom with his 10 million bases. And it's like, what? Could you at least put, like, the league's bases on top? That would be kind of nice, so I could go to other people's bases. But there's, like, no rhyme or reason, and I don't get it.
Well, it is alphabetized.
No, off the teleporter.
On what you're looking at, yeah. But when you go to the teleporter...
Oh.
It's not like that.
It's not like that.
Gotcha.
It's like you don't, if there's a teleporter lair, you don't even need to go to your map right there, Trex. You could use their teleporter to find that person's lair, whether you actually have clicked on the tracker or not.
Oh.
See, and that's the thing that kills it for me is because, a while back, when Lairs first came out, I was doing that home invasion series of mine where I'd go, take a look through random people's lairs. So I've got probably like 500 people on my. I've got access to like 500 people's lairs.
Yeah.
And
I kind of wish you could, like, remove the people that have given you access so I don't see it.
Yeah.
A nice little section where it has like all, and then friends, and then league. That would be nice. A nice feature. Oh wait, I need that collection. It might be something important. Hopefully it is. If I didn't lose it.
Do you not have all your collections done, Trex?
God, no.
Oh, come on. Come on, you know the answer to that.
Oh my God, Trex, you've been playing this game since launch.
And some of that shit is really hard to find. I already have that one.
It's hard to find when you don't go out and look for it.
Yeah, because no one goes out to Metropolis and Gotham. We need more open world. This sucks.
What do you mean more people
Complain.
didn't go out there?
I don't know.
Stuff done, Trex, if you haven't gotten your collections done.
Are you saying they need to go out there and look for them so you can buy it off the broker?
Oh, fuck no. I do not use that thing. Ain't no way.
So, what?
No, because people complain all the time that we need more open world content. No one goes to Metropolis and Gotham anymore.
I'm about to send you all the street sign collections.
All right, I have those. Thank you. Wow.
Okay, I'm still gonna send them to you.
Coast Boulevard.
I do not need those. I'll be so pissed.
I can't wait for crossplay.
No, the only collections that I'm missing are the tough ones, like the Kryptonian crystals.
The Kryptonites?
Yeah, the Kryptonites. I don't have
Kryptonian crystals, folks. Trex is a DC nerd, and he calls them Kryptonian crystals.
You say this, but you're always wrong, because I never claimed to be a DC nerd. I'm a Green Lantern nerd. I am not a DC nerd. I am all. If anything, I'm definitely all Marvel. My Marvel knowledge heavily outweighs my DC. Outside
do it, chicken. Do it.
What's she gonna do?
She's gonna mail you all the collections off of her alls.
No.
Wait, did you read anything about or mention anything about the crossplay stuff?
No, we haven't.
We haven't.
Oh, I am so excited for crossplay.
They implemented some crossplay stuff earlier this week, and we're actually able to join custom chat channels between servers right now.
I'm doing it right now.
Let me tell you, it was just glorious. It was a glorious evening introducing the PC players from the LFG chat to the 5v5 chat on PlayStation. It was glorious. It was granted. Now I have to say to all you PC players out there, I thought you all were much more well-mannered, better mannered people and all that, judging by how high you guys have your noses up in the air, to us console players. Because when I said hello in your LFG chat, I received nothing but very nasty comments.
Right? Isn't it? But it's like I was talking to PS players that just happened to be on PC. It was hilarious. I was like, what? But the funniest thing is I talk in that little LFG chat on my PC tune, but somehow 3 letters makes a huge difference at the end of my name. I'm like, like, I talk in this chat all the time, and it's fine, but when I get on my PS tune, apparently it's a lot different. I'm like, okay. Like, you guys saw my PS?
I actually was on there one morning. Grid and Tharkus talking in the LFG chat. And I was on my alt, and I'm like, hey Grid, hey Tharkus. I was like, this is Super Patriot, and Grid started quizzing me to make sure that it was me, even though my alt's name is Patriot Girl. And I was like, he's like, if this is really Super Patriot, what were you drinking? What kind of beer were you drinking at SOE Live during the Sourcecast stream?
Oh,
so I answered. I was like, well, the official sponsor. Sponsor of that Sourcecast, Miller Lite. I was like, and he's like, okay. And then I told him I was like, also, when we first met, and all that, I had the distinct impression I was about ready to be dragged off somewhere and be violated. And he was like, yep, it's you.
I'm excited for crossplay.
I hope
that this means that it's coming soon.
What's HOTR? What's that?
Don't
chat?
join that chat.
Oh my God,
don't join that chat.
What's it mean?
I don't.
have no idea what it means. All I know is that every prepubescent child that plays this game on the console on USPS side is in that chat.
If we talk about how bad 5v5 is, that's like 10 times worse.
Yeah.
It's just don't. Just don't.
Yeah, I have pointed that chat out to the PC players, so joke's on you.
Like, I seriously don't know what HOTR means.
I have no idea what that means. I don't even know how it became popular. It's just a
mercenary.
Don't join it. That is 100% accurate.
Yeah, I mean, he's right. I mean, if you're looking to get an STD for your mind, go to that chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's terrible. If you wonder what's wrong with this community, just go into that chat. It'll explain everything for you, Trex.
We were just talking about
that chat. If I could use a Star Wars reference, Brittany, that chat is the most Icely of custom chat channels.
Ooh.
All right.
We were just talking about how to detoxify the community, and then we're just like, don't go to this chat. You'll find the worst of the worst.
It'll answer your questions.
Yeah.
You'll never find a place full of scum and
that is
villainy.
a glorious idea.
What is that?
That is a glorious idea.
Trex reacts.
Trex reacts to hotter chat episode. Oh my god, that is a glorious idea.
If only voice worked as well, so we could have him sitting in the voice chat as well as the text chat.
Well, how about this? I mean,
Trex still does have a PlayStation account.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, I got my PS4s right here. It's all updated. Dang it! I updated. I did not buy the Telltale Games Game of Thrones whole edition. I still haven't gotten that yet. It's like for $5, you get the entire season. I need to get that. Okay, so currently right now the crosstalk only really works for custom channels, like they said. So right now it's LFG custom chat and it's 5v5. That's what it's called.
Yes, 5v5.
5v5. So I guess let me actually go.
I cannot wait until you PC folks get to meet Salmoxis.
I can't believe he's back.
You know, that kid I told you about that. Messaged me the other day, man. Started sending those tells the other day, and I got a little nostalgic. And it was like a long lost puppy had come home. You know? And I was just like, oh, I miss this little guy. You know? I just wanted to, run my hand through his hair, just tousle his hair a little bit. And I was like, good to have you back, little buddy. You know? Oh, man.
I even created a new tab for it so I could change the coloring. Well, why did you do
but
that?
you don't get the full effect of that chat though until not tab, not a new tab, the actual.
Yeah, I created a tab for it.
Ah.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll make it teal. Teal's a nice color, nice calm color.
Yeah, it's such an inappropriate color for that chat. But you don't get the full effect of that chat though unless you actually are in the voice channel though. And then you wish there was disinfectant for your ears.
I'm not sure I ever want to be in the voice channel for that. So that's nice. So to wrap this up, I guess I'll be looking forward to this chat this weekend, I guess. Let me actually make sure I'm joined up with it on my default.
That is a lot of Dynasty rugs.
That is. That's a lot of beds too. God damn.
This is called the Bunny Ranch.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, this is all new and improved. say, wait, Ticken wants me to say, hey guys, strong, independent guy here looking for some fun. I feel I really gotta get.
Oh my god!
Is it that kind of channel? Oh my god!
Everything kind of channel tracks, everything. Just
this is not for Care Bear eyes. I am sensing this.
it is not.
Oh my god, you people. Oh well, apparently people are already in there. Oh, my bad. It's the same. Teal is the same color as LFG. I'm an idiot. I should really change that color. Because that will not work. I just picked like a random color. What's that? Purple. Yeah, let's go a little higher.
Trex, you actually have your profanity filter on?
Right?
You know,
you
okay.
always know when somebody's profanity filter is on when they like space out the swear words or they like intentionally spell it wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, you can turn that off, right?
Well, it's there because I had to reinstall DCUO when I built my new computer, and I never turned it back off.
Oh.
So I was like,
I thought maybe your mommy told you weren't allowed to turn it off.
ooh,
Ooh.
I got the child lock. But yeah, this is my buddy Vaginda's bunny ranch, all new and improved and everything. So yeah, had to come and see what she did to it. So see, okay, so see, someone already said someone sent scrim. So you know, there's scrimming going on in that chat. That's understandable. I like it. That's. I hate how you giggle.
I would just wait.
just wait. All right, so what's everyone doing for Christmas? Because Christmas is next week. Let's see what what's everyone doing?
Well, Christmas stuff, family. You know.
Family stuff.
Yeah. I actually have a couple of family gatherings I have to go to tomorrow. Extended family stuff, right there. And then Sunday, I'm going to go see Star Wars again with my son, my brother, my dad, and my daughter. And then just, nice, calm and relaxing week leading up into Christmas. So we're really not doing a show again until January?
Yeah. Because the Fridays also fall in line with New Year's, and I need to get drunk. Trex needs to get chocolate wasted.
Chocolate wasted.
That's what I do.
Sounds good to me.
Because Brittany's gonna get chocolate wasted too.
No.
She's gonna go out. What she's gonna do? She's just gonna go outside, have a few beers, and just listen to Nirvana a bunch of times.
What?
What? You're in Seattle. What the fuck else are you gonna do in Seattle? You have nothing else in your system. Nothing.
What? How do we have nothing here?
Well, besides
Have you ever
Amazon
been here
delivering
before?
toilet paper.
Oh, this guy.
Look, I want to go to Seattle, but someone put a restraining order that forbids me to go into city limits. Huh? How effed up is that? So I'm going to need you to leave so I can go visit your rainy city. I want to go on the needle.
Well, our rainy city doesn't want you to visit.
So messed up.
Plus, it doesn't rain here nearly as much as everybody thinks it does. I can't send emojis.
Sartix is being weird. Holy shit! What did you say? Oh, hell no! No! Nirvana is not the Nickelback of grunge music. That is fucked up, man. Sorry for my language, but wow.
I brought it back, Ticken!
Oh my god. Oh my god, we weren't talking about it. What the?
I brought the Nickelback jokes back, Tiggin.
Dang.
Grid!
Man.
What? Oh my god! My word, people. My word.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I'm the same way. Oh my god, I cannot believe you said that. Ugh. Wow. So it's just family stuff for me. It's family stuff for me too. Just a bunch of family stuff. Spend time with your grandfather on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day is probably just me being at home, probably playing video games. I got nothing else. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if I actually got anything for myself for Christmas. No, I got myself a new a 10 port hub for USBs, and I'm gonna buy more webcams next year to do some news type stuff. So yay. But yeah, it's I'm hoping this is gonna be a nice quiet holiday once again. Really wish I could go see my friends in Iowa, but that's too long of a drive, and I don't have enough time off for that. Oh, that's what HOTR stands for. It's home
What?
of the retards.
No.
That's cute.
Really? Wow, that's funny. I did not know that, but that makes sense.
Ticking. I should probably babysit your kids this holiday. Sure, I love kids. I like my cousins at least. I mean, my holiday is basically just me by myself. I have family. Doesn't mean I like see my family. So, but I'm also that guy for. And it's been rough because the past 5 years I've had Christmas and Thanksgiving off, and all my working adult life I've always worked those holidays, so I never have to see my own family. So it's weird to have like that free day. Soups, you're just outrageous right now. Nickelback is the Jeffrey Dahmer of music. Actually, I don't even think...
I ain't gonna lie, that was a fun day in Slack, man. Getting you all riled up about that.
I like some of their music.
That was a fun day, though. You were getting so riled up. All the Nickelback hate.
The nickel hate, that's what it was. God, so much Nickelback hate, it was crazy. This is how you remind me. Yeah. That was music back in the day. That was music when I was growing up.
And then me and Ticken shortly realized that we can never discuss Nirvana together.
No.
Yeah, Krabby. Trex is a Nickelback fan, boy.
No.
Like,
all right, Emperor Jareth. That's you never put love and Nickelback in the same sentence.
you are a Nickelback fanboy, though.
I am. I enjoyed some of their music. I do not like them. I am okay with some of their stuff. I have only the first album. I was okay with the second album, but I rather own just the one album and call it a day. Then everything else was just like, it's here. It's whatever. But poor Chad. He needs to do better in his life. He needs to do better. I love it when Nickelback disappears. Does Nickelback even have a best of album? Do they have that?
Trex has Nickelback posters up in his room.
I have no posters in my room, and
They're your green screen. Don't lie.
My green screen does not count as a poster. But what I do have is I got my Dark Knight banner, and I have my Daredevil with Colin Farrell as Bullseye banner. Which of those are not up yet.
I need to get a picture of you in front of your green screen when you're doing Rock Band. Just your green screen. And then I'm going to put you in, superimpose you onto a freaking Nickelback poster.
Oh my god. Oh, that would be too funny. Oh, that would be too funny.
Oh, man. Star Wars people, go see it.
Go see it.
The show's over. We're done. We're wrapping it up. Go see Star Wars now.
Yep, shameless plug time. So be sure to follow us over on social media at DCUO Sourcecast over on Facebook and the Twitter. You can find all the Sourcecast episodes on the VODs over at youtube.com/Trexlight in the Sourcecast playlist. You'll find all of the VODs there. Also find all the MP3s over on iTunes. Just type in Sourcecast or DCO Sourcecast and you'll find us. Or you can find them over at Trexlight.com. If you guys have a suggestion, oh my god, I forgot to go into the emails and look and see what we got. Once again, I forgot. So
we'll make it part of our first show in January. Emails we missed.
There you go. Good man. So if you guys have an email or suggestion or a topic you guys want us to talk about, email us at dcuosourcecast@gmail.com. Soups, where can we find you?
You can find me, of course, you can find me at youtube.com/today'shouse. I'm also on facebook.com/today'shouse. You can also find me on the Twitter at the Daddy's House there. You can occasionally find me here on twitch.tv/the Daddy's House. And coming soon to a internet near you, www.nickelbacksucks.com.
I'm pretty
Brittany,
sure
where can we find you?
Wow. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Brittany, on Twitter at PinkRanger_206, and on Twitch at Brittany_Trex. Where can we find you?
Son of a bitch. No. Chillcat did the Necron raid without me. That bastard. Oh, he is going to get such an angry message. That jerk. Oh, sorry. You can find me over at facebook.com/Trexlight, over on the YouTubes at youtube.com/Trexlight. You can find me always on the Twitter at ThisIsTrex. And, of course, you guys should be following my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Trexlight. Also, be sure to follow Vagrant, a.k.a. TrickTracked, over on his social media stuff, facebook.com/TrickTracked, youtube.com/TrickTracked, Twitter at TrickTracked, and on his Twitch channel, /TrickTracked. So, it's all there. You guys should know it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. We will be back on Wait, hold on. Now I want to make sure. January 8th. We will be back on January the 8th. And January 8th episode will be the emails that we missed. And we'll also be doing our 2015 year-end review. So, be sure, if you guys want to find out what you missed in 2015, or just get a nice little wrap-up getting ready for the 5th anniversary. Yeah! 5th anniversary of DCUO on January 11th. Don't know what's actually going to happen. We don't know anything. So, year-end Sourcecast awards. Well, that could be a thing, couldn't it? I don't know what the categories would be. That'd be kind of weird. I got nothing. So, we will see you guys back on January the 8th. We hope you guys have a great holiday season. Be there with your families. Calm down in the forums. And have fun out there in-game. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, listening, and having fun. Later.
Bye.